All right. Finally ready to pick this up. So I did, since last week, I did go ahead and finish farming for the Curse Cure item, but it was a pain. It was a pain. Alright, so stuck down here, and if you ever end up trying to go through, like, when you're doing Master Key stuff, if you ever end up going through the tree, the giant tree, when you're sequence breaking with the Master Key and everything like that, you definitely do not want to get cursed. Don't be like me. Because holy crap, this was such a pain to fix. It was really ridiculous. Basically your only option, if you are all the way down in the Great Tree, before doing a lot of stuff, you know, if you haven't really beat any bosses yet, which I have not beat a single boss in this game yet. Oh. Yeah, that was really weird. So anyway, if you get stuck getting cursed while you're all the way down in Blighttown, after skipping bosses with the Master Key, and you get cursed, at that point, you might as well just start a new character, because it was so much effort to get the item to fix this, that, yeah, you might as well just start a new character. It's really that bad. I had no idea, but now I know. I never thought that I would get cursed casually, just, you know, going through here, so. But it is what it is. So I have the item now. And I have not used it because I want to make sure I can get out of this hellhole without getting cursed again. But I'll show you how I did it, how I was able to get the item. So you come down here, just save at the bonfire. You're going to have to deal with it. So it's these crab enemies. They have a 10% chance. 10% chance of dropping the Curse Cure. That's it. It's really brutal. So if you go to this spot over here, basically what you can do is you can get this thing in 2 quick flyovers. You can get it, and you can just run back across, so as it always flies in the same place. So it flies across and hits both of them. And then goes back down. So if you can wait for it to fly back over again without aggroing either of these guys, this is basically the optimal way to farm it if you do end up having to do this. It took so many tries. I seriously had to do this like over a dozen times before I finally got the item. I probably had bad luck, but still. And sometimes it'll like swim around pretty far. I wasn't able to consistently get it to fly across. Okay, so now whenever you see the water shoot up in the air, then that means that it's going down to fly across. And it always goes to the same spot, and it will fly back across to the same spot. And now they're both dead, and you can run over and loot them. definitely whatever you do, don't try to fight the Hydra if you're low level. It's just gonna kick your butt. It will basically one-shot you, especially when you're cursed. And you will get a lot of Twinkling Titanite doing this. I have a ton. So I might end up leveling up a Twinkling Titanite item instead of the one that I had planned. But anyway, yeah, that's how I did it. I just had to do that a whole bunch of times. And you have to run back and forth. So, but yeah, that was a huge pain. And now I've got to climb all the way back up the tree, which is the hard part actually. But I'm pretty confident I should be able to do it pretty easily. Of course, I'm still cursed, so definitely going to die very easily if I end up fighting something. But your fall damage isn't really affected by it. So I don't think I'm going to have too much trouble here getting back up. And I wanted to go ahead and show the path to get up. So, go ahead and do this. So, definitely do not get hit by those guys. They will basically one-shot you, I assume. Even those guys can do quite a bit of damage. But yeah, just run around here on these mushrooms. Those guys will just trip, so you can just run past them. Just don't try to fight them. Oh, crap. That one actually hit me. Oops. Okay, so now you've got the tree branch. Once you get high enough on the mushrooms, heal. And they do chase after you, and they run pretty fast, so be careful until you're completely free of this area. It's one of the few items that I never got. But I'm just gonna get the heck out of here if I can. Okay, and then you need to go around here until you find the ladder. You just climb up the ladder. It's really straightforward if you know where to go to get out of here. It's really easy to get turned around or get lost or get killed, especially while you're cursed. So now from here, I think there's a ladder on the outside. Yeah, there it is. Just run around to the outside, grab the ladder. Climb to safety. Those enemies definitely can't chase you up the ladder. And then you've got another ladder here. And I think from this point, you're basically home free. This is these ladders go pretty high, so. As long as you know where to go and you pay attention and watch for the ladders, you shouldn't have too much issue. Now, sometimes the ladders can be hard to see because they're dark and they can kind of blend in with the background some, but and then from here you just gotta follow these tree branches up. Am I gonna do this first try? I think I might. Watch me just randomly fall off now that I said that. Okay, so then here's the main tree where you first meet the curse enemies, which this spot here, you're not likely to get cursed unless you're just really not paying attention and you're not moving around. The place I got cursed was down at the main part of the tree, but anyway, ultimately, it's just probably not worth the risk. Anytime you see those dark clouds starting to appear, just, like, get the heck away from them. Just roll around, get out of there. Wait for the fog to disappear. The black fog doesn't usually take long. And yeah, well, there we go. Done! That's how you get out of the tree. So from this point, it's safe to use the Curse Cure, Because there's no enemies in the Blighttown area that can curse you. Now, if you end up backtracking up Blighttown, or if you're playing the normal game or you're coming down from another direction, there are some of those cursed enemies in the area up above, way up above Blighttown. But since I skipped that area altogether, I don't even have to worry about that. And if you get cursed there, it's not nearly as bad. It's mostly being stuck in Blighttown while cursed. Alright, well, here we go. We are good to go. And I rested at that bonfire, so even if I were to die here, it'd be fine. You definitely want to cure the curse before you tread into the muck, preferably, because you can die really easy in this poison swamp if you're cursed. That's one of the biggest reasons why it's so bad if you're down here to get cursed, because it's almost impossible to get out of this area while you're cursed. You just die so easy. If anything touches you, you're pretty much just gonna die with all the damage you're taking from the poison swamp and stuff. And there's so many random annoying enemies that chase after you, and like the wasps and all of that. It's just nuts. Alright. Well, here we are. So, thing is, I'm really low level, and I kind of doubt I'm going to be able to actually beat Qualaag at this point. But let's see what I can do here. There's some other items around that I haven't collected yet. Oh, and I do have a lot of souls that I got down in the tree and stuff. Just keep an eye on your health bar, because it's going to constantly drain. I'm going to go around and pick up a few more items here and there. And then I'll go ahead and try to challenge Qualaag. I probably, if it doesn't look like I'm going to beat her, I'm probably not going to try too much. I might just go ahead and go on and do some other stuff instead with what time I have left, because I don't think I'm going to play this again next week. Those wasps are so annoying, and there's so many of them in the swamp. They basically will all eventually come after you too. Like, basically just the act of walking into the swamp will aggro every single wasp in the area. It just takes a long time for some of them to fly over to where you're at. Somewhere over here there's a giant that will throw boulders at you, but I think that's the other direction. I think I've already gone and done stuff over here. Yeah, it's over on the other side of this pillar, I think. The giants are at. Now there's also a, I think there's a good item over here. I don't remember what it is. These giants will start aggroing you before you can see them in the darkness. If I recall correctly. See, there's another wasp still coming. They're gonna come after me in a minute. Probably gonna have to actually kill this guy. Now, they are really easy to backstab. And it's funny, the rock falls on them when you backstab them, and it takes them a minute to pick it back up. They have a lot of health, though, if you're low level. Man, there's probably no way I'm going to be able to take on Qualaag at this low of a level. Oh crap, there's another one. There we go. Really? You're still not dead. What I always wanted, a dung pie. It's hard to even see these guys. Alright, there we go. They're very vulnerable after they throw their rocks, so they're really not hard to beat. You just gotta be careful. And here's the item. Ah, the Great Club. Which is basically the weapon that the other guys like them use, the gigantic club. You have to have a lot of strength to use it, but not as much as some items. Making sure there's not another one. I know there's more of them, but I think they're over closer to the boss room. Yeah, dung pie, just what I wanted. Okay. If I see another one of those guys, I'm probably just gonna avoid it. If another one comes at me. I think they're all pretty far over there, though. I've only got one more Estus flask left, so... This, I think, is where the higher level Pyro Mage... Oh god. There's still another one! Yeah, just assume that they're never gonna end, the wasps. Ah, it's a large Titanite shard. Not bad. And unfortunately, there's no way to, like, upgrade weapons or anything down here, so... Where the heck did they go? I understand. I don't think there's anything on the other side of this one, even though you can go around it. Yeah. Yeah, there's still more wasps. They usually come in twos. Anyway. Don't think there's an item over here. Alright. Now, oh yeah, there is another thing to do down here. In fact, that would help with Qualaag too, so I'm probably going to try that next. The next area I'm going to go to is not for the faint of heart. You are very highly likely to die here. Now, let's see. forget even where to go up from, but I think it's... yeah, I think it's over here. I think you have to go up here to get to it. Oh. Yeah, because there's nothing here aside from this. The elevator of death. You will die so many times trying to use this thing. It is really awkward. Your best bet is just to walk slowly to and from. Just don't think about it, just walk slowly. That's it. You don't have to run, you don't have to do anything fancy. It's not, you know, gonna knock you off or anything. Well, it might. It might, I'm not gonna say it. But, so I have to go up here, and this is one of the most ruthless places in the game because there's enemies that will inflict toxin on you, which is like poison except it does way more damage. It's like super poison. But the good thing about these enemies is that once you kill them, they never come back, ever. So the goal, oh crap, I don't have my shield up. So, I think it's right here. You'll know because there's just some random darts that shoot out of the darkness. Oh gosh, I just almost got toxin. Oh, I got toxined. How do I even get up there? Guess I have to... You see how insanely fast your health will drain. In fact, I better heal before I even go up the ladder. And it lasts for a long time. Like, you have items that can heal it, and that's basically the only way to survive. But if you can kill even one of these guys, it's probably worth it. I died just trying to use my potion. Well, that's one of them down, and I think that's the most annoying one. Because he's at the front and he can shoot you from pretty far away. Yeah, make sure you have a shield and you keep your shield up as much as possible going over there. Let's see if I can actually not get poisoned this time. That would help. Don't need to deal with poison and toxin. Although the toxin is so extreme that it really doesn't make that much of a difference. Like, you're gonna die if you don't heal it. Yeah, see? There I go. Bye-bye, souls. I didn't have that many, but... even as much as I played this game, it's still... I just got a little too impatient and I moved too quickly. Oh, barely avoided the poison. Okay. One of the benefits of going over here is there's at least one really good item I forget. Is this where the other... this might be where the other, the last, of the Firekeeper souls is. I talked about that last time, and there's only 3 in the game that you can pick up as an item, and that I already have 2 of them, because my Estus Flask is +2. I think this is where the 3rd one is, if I'm not mistaken. But even if it's not, there's also it's definitely worth going over here. There's, I think, some good souls or something there. There's something that's definitely solid, and then also there's a the Crimson Robe set or whatever it's called that has really high fire resistance. It's really nice. Haha, gotcha. Oh yeah. I need to go up higher. But you notice how I didn't get shot this time. Because the guy that was shooting me, I already killed him. Once you kill them once, they're gone for good. So. Even if you only can kill one of them before dying, you can treat it as a successful venture, usually. And there's a ton of them in here, and I mean a ton of them. Even if you're blocking, you will still get toxin. Yeah, I think that's a good item. And don't fall down there because there's dogs that will really mess you up. Well, they're really harmless in close combat. They're just got that annoying toxin move. Did he die? I don't think he died. Crap. Yeah, you don't want to fall down here until you've killed them all, if you can avoid it. And you notice how I'm not bringing out the item to use? Forget how to even get over it. Do I have to jump? No. Yeah, see, he's down there now. Soul of a Proud Knight, yeah. Which I think gives 2,000, something like that. It's a pretty good one. I think I'm just gonna have to drop in on this punk. Gotta be careful because there's other dogs and stuff down here, though. And there's another enemy over here. Well, I killed him. Mission successful. I think there's still one more of them, though, up above. Unless he fell off. No. It's a good rule of thumb to assume that there's still one there somewhere. Keep your guard up. Yeah, if you two-hand a weapon, usually you can kill those guys in 2 hits, even at low levels. Two-handing is really important if you want to do anything low level. It just dramatically boosts your attack power and stuff. Of course, if you're going up to fight the Toxin and Dark guys, you definitely... Oops, that's not the button. That is not the button! If you're going to fight the Toxic Dark guys, you definitely want to have your shield ready. Just don't be on a hurry to get on here. It's fine if you drop down a little bit. Oof. Just don't wait too long. Okay, let's see here. Is there one more left? I might have got them all. Yeah. I guess the guy that was standing over here is the one that had fallen down there. And he's the last one that I killed, so maybe they're all dead. There might be one still hiding somewhere, though, so still gonna stay on my guard. There's also a lot of dogs. You don't want to aggro them all at once, like I did last time. Okay, well, not getting shot. Oh, come on, don't do this to me. Right before I could pick up my bloodstain, too. I'm not maintaining any of the souls that I'm getting. Yeah, it just really doesn't give you a break once you go down there, because you'll keep aggroing more dogs. Alright. So I'm just gonna make a beeline over there this time. Just go up here, up here. Can't believe I died for the dogs. So I think down there maybe is where the... But it really helped if I'd have had my two-handing and if I'd have been able to kill this guy. What? How did you dodge it? Oh, and they breathe fire, by the way. What in the heck? What? Seriously? How did it not hit him? Ugh. I dodged. I'm in such heavy armor. This really sucks. I shouldn't have gone for 50%. But if I didn't, I would die really fast. And I have a slow weapon too, slowish weapon. I probably should not fall down there this time, and I should see if there's a safer path. Fall down to where the dogs are. Because there's 4 of them that can aggro me from there. It seems. The thing that annoys me the most is I keep going for these plunging attacks and they're somehow avoiding them every time. Let's try this. Really? How did that not hit? Oh, come on! That didn't hit either? Good grief. Alright, let's just try to get out of here. Try to climb up here. Get to safety and then heal. This place is so annoying. So you don't take much damage from falling down. Oh my gosh. That did so much damage. What the heck? Oh, come on! Come on! Seriously? Clearly, I should be going about this a different way. Taking this area more seriously. I'm just so annoyed at how often they're just avoiding my attacks altogether. Don't really have another weapon to use. This thing should easily two-shot them if I'm two-handed, but... Maybe should I start on this end? Or should I start... here? Where are they all at? There's none in here, right? So I think, ultimately my goal, I think, is to get that item that's down there. Get rid of you now. That's the annoying thing about these wasps. They will fly so slowly to you that usually by the time they get to you, you're in the middle of a battle of some kind. What? And then it can be really hard to hit, too. Look at this. I think this, if I'm right, I think that's where the soul is. I don't usually come in because it's just such a pain. Oh, thank goodness, you can one-shot them. I can one-shot them, but yep, there's the Firekeeper soul. The third and last Firekeeper soul in the game. I wonder if I can just aggro, like, some of these. Huh. Why is the dead way over there? I guess that I'd drag it with me or something. Here we go. Looks like I only pulled one of them. Like, I can one-shot them, but... Okay, well, apparently not. Not from the backswing, at least. Oh, hi. The good thing is those wasps will basically always die in one turn. Wasps are almost as big as the dogs. It's kind of ridiculous. Did I aggro one? No. Just one, please? There we go. Really? He saw me, he turned around, he just aimed me in the chase. Oh, there's where one of those other ones is hiding. Oof. Wow, I almost died. What in the world? Stop, stop, stop! Jesus. Come here, stop it. Yes. Golly. I did not expect these things to give me this much trouble. Holy crap. It's because I'm two-handing my weapon, it's a huge overhead swing, and they're so tiny and fast. There's still another one over here. Of course you're gonna dodge. Finally. Mosquitoes? I mean, you're probably right, Danny. Those are some big mosquitoes, though. Look at that. It's like as big as my leg. But yeah, they probably are closer to mosquitoes because they go and like suck your blood or something. One way or another, they are obnoxious. So where is the crimson set then? Is it higher up here? Did I miss it somewhere? Or do I already have it? I'm gonna laugh if I already have it. Well, I guess not. Okay. Well... I think I got everything down here. So maybe it's a little beyond this area. You know what? I think I know where it is. Now that I killed all those guys, I can walk across here safely. Wait. Did I just say safely? I think you are supposed to walk across here, but this looks really rickety. Yeah, okay. Okay. But yeah, that's why you don't want to try to do that while toxic darts are being shot at you. And I think there is another toxic guy, speaking of, over here somewhere. This overhead swing is nice for these mosquitoes, though. Because I think it's a treasure chest that has the crimson set in it. As you can see down there where I went in there, where the toxic dart shooters are. Or were. This place is such a freaking maze. Like, it's a really ridiculous 3D maze is what Blight Town is. Yeah, because there's not even a ladder here. Yeah, and I'm up now getting closer to where that thing is, so I'm not... I don't think it's all the way up here. Unless but I can drop down here. Or I can use the ladder like a civilized person. Yeah, this is where it is. Okay. Oh, it's right there, actually. Oh, yeah, and you hear weird clicking sounds? But it's that weird monster above me. Sorcery. Remedy. Yeah. They give you the spell that heals poison, and I don't know if it heals toxin, though. I kind of doubt it. Toxin's a pain in the ass. Yeah. Reduce bleeding and poison buildup, also, and undo various poisonous effects. So I don't think that includes toxic? But anyway, you have to get past all the toxic guys to get that spell, which is really annoying. The spell to heal you from poison. Okay, so let's see if I can make it back across here without that. Oh gosh. I'm just gonna go for it. Alright. I was half expecting to just fall there. Alright. So, I did it, cleared the area, and maybe this this Crimson set will help me. I'm going to try it on, because I know it's a lot lighter armor. So maybe I can do that, get good fire resistance, and not have to worry about having super heavy armor. Oh my gosh. Alrighty. So yeah, that's Blighttown. The bottom at least. Let's see what I got here now. So if I want to change my gear, I could use this. Yeah, see, even this is actually pretty comparable to what I had. It's just not quite as good physical resistance. It's way lighter. And then this, which is 33? No. Oh, okay. Well, it has good fire resist. It's mostly magic resist, I guess. Mostly magic and lightning resistant. Huh. I thought that it had really high fire resist for some reason. Guess I was wrong. Use that instead. The waistcloth is actually fairly heavy, I guess. Okay, so this robe is really, really good. It gives almost as much physical resistance as the armor I had on. It's like a third of the weight. It's really good. Even for physical resistance, and it's really good for magical resistance. Even this is literally just straight up way better than the leggings that I had on in every way. And it's like half the weight. And that's the Elite Night leggings that I was wearing. This set is nuts. So good. And it looks cool. Almost Bloodborne-y. Now, let me check the weight here. So the key is you have the number / the number on the equip load. You want the first number is how much your equipment weighs, and the second number is the maximum possible weight that you can walk around with. You're pretty much never gonna get to that number, but I mean, if you do, you basically can't move at all. But what I was going for was half. So if you do 50%, I think it's 25%, 50%, 75%, and then 100%. So if you have less than 25% on the first number, then you have maximum movement, roll ability, and all that. If you have less than 50%, you have basically what I had. You're a little delayed and slow. You can still have fairly decent mobility, but you'll roll pretty slow. If you go above 50%, you don't ever want to go above 50%. Like, rolling is basically just not viable at all, and you can't hardly move. You can't hardly run. It's just really, really bad. You don't ever want to go above 50%. And then if you go above 75%, I think you can't roll at all. So it's like, you know, you're basically just a slow walking tank at that point. Where in the world is my calculator? Oh, I'm blind, it's right here. Okay. So if I want to go for this, 20.7 times 4, yeah, that would be 82.8. That's not going to happen. There's no way I'm going to get my equip load up to that high without, like, the Ring of Favor and Protection or whatever. I could do without the shield, but I'm going to be in a tough spot. So I think what I'm going to have to do is take off some of this equipment or something. No, let's try doing this instead. Just the full Crimson set. And I might even bump this down if needed, although this has this is possibly the best part of it, the dress. No, the robe is super good. The mask is... I mean, it's pretty solid. It's pretty solid, and it's very light. So, what am I at now? I'm at 18.7. Times 4 is 74.8. I'm still, there's no way I'm going to get that. It's really hard. It's really tough. Let's see, 58 divided by 4. I'm going to have to be under 14.5. Under 14.5 if I want to get... Let's see what happens if I unequip the shield. Just to see. Yeah, I'm still over 25%. 25% is kind of tough at the beginning. So, let's see... Let's take off the gloves altogether. Let's try that. I'm at 14.9, so if I got 2 more points on my equip load, you know, but my health is still so low and everything, I don't think that's going to be good. I still don't think that's going to work. See, I still have the slow roll. know, I think I might have messed up my equip load, because I don't think I was rolling this slow. I might have been, I don't know. Yeah, the gloves are really pretty worthless. Maybe I should go with the Brigand Gauntlets. Really, though, I probably just going to have to take these off if I want to get under. If I want to have any chance. It's so tough in the beginning. Really, what I should have done before coming down here is made a point of getting that Ring of Favor and Protection. It makes such a huge difference. In fact, once I get out of here, that's probably the first thing I'm going to try to do. Although, I don't think you can get it until you beat the Gargoyle boss. But yeah, whatever you do, don't use the Firekeeper Soul by accident, because it'll just give you some souls and then it's gone. You can't upgrade your Estus Flask with it anymore. And as I mentioned several times, there's only 3 of them in the entire game that you can pick up as an item. So, not good. What I need to do is equip. You know what? That's fine. I'll keep it equipped. Let's put. I need to make sure I've got my homework bone equipped. Let's put some poison heal, because kind of need that if you want to run over there and fight Qualaag. You know what I should do? I'll go ahead and do this real quick. So, I'm going to use a Twin Humanity. Yeah. There's actually a specific reason to do that for this area as well. So, what you can do, go down here. First, you have to reverse hollowing to become human again. And now you can use the other humanity to kindle the bonfire, which anytime you kindle a bonfire, it will now heal 10 charges of your Estus Flask, which is really useful, especially in this stupid swamp. I haven't really needed it until now, but and once you beat the enemy at the bottom of the crypt, you can kindle actually 3 times total, so up to 20 Estus Flasks, which is really, really useful to do, and it's something I wish I had known at the beginning of the game when I first played this game. Okay. What's my equip load at? What? Really, I think this should be fine. I'll show the difference, though. So, if I unequip these... you see the huge difference in how fast you can roll. But I'll put my clothes back on, because that's indecent. And not very sanitary being in this place. think I'm just going to have to roll with a higher equip load if I actually want to have good defense. And I think I'll be okay. I know this boss pretty well. But, you know, I might not do too well, obviously. I might go ahead and go with these. No. As long as I've got less than, like... I thought I could even do this. I think that's going to put me slightly over. Yeah. That's when it's too much. Because I think this puts me... Oh no, that's not even close to half. It's weird. Huh. I'm just gonna stick to this. Seemed like there was a difference, but maybe it's just my imagination. Yeah, this set also has pretty good poison resist. And curse resist. So honestly, if I'd got this set first, which I probably should have done, if I had got this set first, I would have been much more prepared to go down into the tree. That's probably what I screwed up this time. Let's see, what would I have to take off to actually... I'm not going to get below 15. I would have to take off all but one. Like, these are the two best defensive items here. I could even unequipping the shield. Unequipping the shield on top of those would do it. You know what? I might be able to roll with this. No shield, but... Really, I feel like if I get hit much, I don't think the shield's really going to help me much on her fight anymore. Let's see. Let's see how many souls I can get, first of all. There's that 3,000. Nice. Okay. Make sure not to use the Firekeeper soul. Okay, this is definitely enough. See how slow that is, but if I do this... You're just so much more mobile, and you can even your dodge doesn't even use as much stamina either, so you can roll more times. You can run really fast. So I think with this, I should be able to do 2 level ups. If I do 2 level ups to my endurance, which will also get me a little more stamina, and then 1 to health maybe? Look at that poison resist and curse resist now. 84 poison resist, 78 curse resist. That's pretty awesome. Now, one of the reasons I use the humanity here specifically is that in various parts of the game, if you actually have your humanity, there will be a dark spirit invade you, but it's not a player, it's actually just an NPC dark spirit. And I think there's one here in the swamp somewhere. Yeah. Mildred. Man-eater Mildred. And she's really easy. Just make sure not to fight her in the swamp. She doesn't even hardly do any damage. She's got that giant cleaver weapon. But when you defeat her, you get 3 humanities, butcher knife. You get the butcher knife she had. Which I think is the same butcher knife that the guys up above used too. Oh, and I got a humanity for beating her too. So I could kindle more on this and get even more Estus flasks, but it says you can't kindle without the sacred rite, or the secret rite. That's you have to beat Pinwheel, which is at the bottom of the crypt. And if you thought that Blighttown was annoying, getting down to Pinwheel is arguably even more annoying. And, whoa, wow, look at all them souls that I got, though. Get some more health here. Still not even at 900. Do I have any more? Now, there's another thing I might be able to use. No, you know what? I don't even have those items because I didn't even go down. I skipped so much of the game. Alright. Those things only give you 100, though. That's such a jip. The mosquitoes give almost as much. You know what I could do? I could try killing a few of those slugs real quick and try to get one more level up. It moves so much better in this gear. Yeah. Pretty much every note you see on the ground that says illusory wall ahead, it's kind of a meme. People put them everywhere, so it's kind of hard to tell which ones are actually legit. Oh, how did I miss that? How did I miss that? Pyromancy, Poison Mist. Ah, and I got all these tattered items. Interesting. Those only give you 100 souls too? Jeez. This area is the pits. That's one way to do it. Trying to get enough souls here to at least level up one more time. Does it even say how many you need? I don't think so. I think I needed 3,000 and something. 3970? Yeah, there's no way I'm getting another 1,000 souls killing those 100 soul enemies. I'm just gonna go. Gonna go. Let's go fight the Queen of Flame. Get my butt handed to me, most likely. How's it going there? You having fun? Oh no, you're not stuck. Oh, now you're stuck again. It. Ah, here we go. Qualaag's domain. Finally! Finally I'm going in here. Wanted to try to be as prepared as possible, but let's see if I actually have a shot at beating her this low level. I might be able to. I just realized that I'm running around barefoot in a poison swamp. Oh yeah, I could actually summon Mildred now to help me fight the boss if I wanted to. But don't think she's gonna help much. That, and I generally try to avoid summoning people when I fight bosses, because I feel like it skips some of the... Like, that's easy mode when you summon someone to help you usually. Hello, Queen. That's one cutscene that I won't skip. Oh my. I am not doing hardly any damage. Well, doing alright so far. Remember this boss, I've defeated her at a fairly low level before, so. Whew, I almost got hit by that. That can actually one-shot you. That's her most powerful move. I think I got a shot at this. If you come and get in really close on her, then she can't really hit you. Be careful if you're fully in front of the head, though, because she can hit you sometimes with her sword strikes. The biggest thing to look out for is if she rears back and pulls the head up. Because that's when she's doing the huge echo attack. That's probably the most powerful attack. And it hits everywhere. You just gotta run away like I did. You can't really block it or anything. You just gotta run. Back off. Oh, I'm actually doing way better than I expected. I'm like barely level 20. Whew. You don't want to get hit twice, though. Okay, that's no, never mind. She has to really rear the head up, like pull the head, reach down and pull the head up before she does her her big echo attack. Oof. You're pretty much always safe if you just run away as well. She doesn't really have any charging attack. You just gotta watch out for the lava. You definitely don't want to lock on. There it is, there it is, there it is. Oh gosh! Did that one shot me? It didn't kill me. I survived! Woo boy! Wow, I can't believe I lived that. I had her 2 attacks away, and I got hit by it. I wonder how much health I had. I had to have like less than 50 HP left. It was like a tiny, tiny sliver. I might have had a single-digit HP point. That was nuts. Well, I actually beat her first try. I totally was not expecting to. Let's go me. So, that is killing Qualaag before the Gargoyles. And there is a little secret in here somewhere. I think it's... No, it's down here. Somewhere in here. Praise the sun indeed. So I can now ring the second bell tower before the first. And that was my first boss. And if you play through the game normally, there's what? Like 7 or 8 or more bosses you'll fight before you get to her. So, yeah. I skipped a lot. Need humanity. Yep, that is accurate, sir. That is the illusory wall. So, here is where you can meet Qualaag's sister, I think?
Oh, yeah.
So, if you're not in a covenant, just go ahead and say yes, join. In fact, I think you can just say yes to that and you don't even have to worry about anything. But if you are trying to do a speed run or something, or you're trying to sequence break the game, it is absolutely worthwhile to join her covenant. She will not attack you or anything. She is a covenant leader. Qualaag's sister, I think. But she's ill. And she doesn't know how to talk. She can't talk normally. You have to have a special ring or something to be able to understand her, and she has like a storyline or something. But you can go ahead and enter the covenant, even if you can't talk to her. And when you enter the covenant, then you can give her humanity. See the offer humanity option to level up the covenant. Well, why would you want to give her humanity? Because if you give her, I forget, I don't think it's 10 humanity, I think it's 30 humanity. You have to give her 30 humanity, I think. It may be only 10 though. You give her a whole lot of humanity, one at a time, but when you do, she opens up a shortcut to skip a whole lot more of the game. Basically allows you to skip way down into the deep down lava area, or at least skip a boss entirely. Basically, she opens up a shortcut for you. You skip at least one boss, and I think you can go once you beat Ceaseless Discharge or whatever. You can go straight down to the deep lava area and go ahead and get the fight the centipede boss thing. Yeah, and there's nothing down here. I feel like they intended to add more into the game, but this is just it's just a dead end. Either that or what they might have done originally was had the shortcut start here or something, but yeah, whatever you do, don't attack him. Don't attack her. Don't attack any enemies that look like him. Just avoid them. Just do it. It's kind of funny if you do get attacked by them. They basically infect you with eggs, and it actually takes a while to kick in, but after a while, you become infected with their parasite, and your head turns into an egg. And you can't wear a helmet, but like you get some weird abilities, and like it's really weird. But it's kind of a pain in the butt to cure that condition, kind of like Curse. It's not nearly as bad as Curse. It is kind of annoying though. But yeah, when you get infected, until the egg takes over, just periodically you'll just be running around and stuff, and then like all of a sudden your character just stops and like starts itching, scratching his head or whatever. Like it's so creepy and bizarre, but it's just random, and that keeps happening for a while, every so often, and then just out of nowhere, there's just this egg grows over your head, and you can't wear a helmet, and you're an egg person. A true follower, or whatever. It doesn't help you at the Covenant. Okay, so let's see here. Should definitely use these souls while I'm yeah, because I don't want to have to try to get out of here without having while having lots of souls, for sure. And I don't think I need anything else, really. Yeah, because in order to get enough to get my shield, I would have to have, like, yeah, I'd have to get, like, 6 more points, and I just do that. So let's just boost some vitality. Yeah, that'll use, like, all my souls, and I get to over 1,000 health now. 28 vitality, which is pretty solid. And I think from that point, I'm pretty good to go and do some other stuff that I want to do. Okay, so And incidentally, once you open up the shortcut, or there's another shortcut or something, but you'll go here, and this is an elevator that goes down once you unlock enough stuff. But if you take this cave down here, you come out to the demon ruins. And I don't recommend going very far here early on, but you can go down here a little ways and take a look at the view. This is a pretty crazy looking area. And ultimately that fog door is probably where you want to go. The problem is, do you see those tentacles moving? That's a boss. And it's just a very small part of the boss. Also, be careful when you're just standing around here, because some of these egg guys will come after you and try to attack you, and then you might get infected with the parasite or whatever. It's kind of a pain. Yeah, you can get a little better glimpse of the boss over here. Yeah, this is definitely a boss. This guy is not a pushover like the one that we just, I think the one that I just fought. That is a much, much stronger enemy. It is a boss, and it is by far the biggest boss in the game. Like, it is enormously huge. That's also just the very top of it. It basically is so tall that it's standing down in the lava below. And then those are just like some tentacle stuff like coming out of it. And it will slam those huge tentacles down on you, and they're like way bigger around than you are tall. It's pretty scary. It's not honestly that hard of a boss if you're prepared to fight it. But if you're low level, you're probably gonna get slaughtered. Is there an item I can get down here yet? So when you defeat him, then the lava lowers down and you can go in here a little bit more. Also, if you look off into the distance in the lava here, there are demon enemies down there. They are giant axe demons. That's basically versions of the very first boss. The very first boss that you fight, the Taurus demon, is just a normal enemy here. All of those are them. So, yeah, have fun down here. They're just normal enemies now. And, if you go down there too far, one of them will come at you. I think only one of them comes at you from here, but they will aggro from really far away, and once you defeat the ceaseless discharge over there, though, the whole lava area will lower, and then you can go, and there's a lot of items around in this area. You can go and fight all those Taurus demons. You can get quite a few souls from defeating them and stuff, but yeah. I'm not ready to do that at this stage. I probably could take one on and defeat it, but I don't. I'm definitely not going to take on Ceaseless Discharge, which this is the way that you go to fight it. So, and you can't do anything else in this area basically until you defeat that boss. So, yeah, that's just that's the breaks. I'm going to avoid these things. There's only certain ones that will actually come after you and try to infect you. Most of them will just sit there praying. Again, your best bet is just to ignore them. Don't fight them. If you attack any of these guys, they will come after you. Oh yeah, there's a bonfire here that I never even slept at. Or rested at. Oh yeah, and so, something else that's important about... Oh yeah, so I could totally do that here too. Something else that's important about Qualaag's sister down here. She's a firekeeper. She's one of the 4 fire keepers in the game. So, if you do walk up and kill her, you can take her fire keeper soul and use it to power up your Estus flask. However, if you do that, you can't do the covenant anymore, you can't unlock the shortcut anymore, and this guy will get super pissed off and come after you. And he actually sells some really good pyromancies. If you have the stats, I'm guessing. Oh! You have to level up in the Covenant, and then he'll sell you the pyromancies. That's right. So you can reinforce Estus Flask with her, so I can use that Firekeeper Soul here. And now I've got a +3. Glad I didn't forget to do that while I was here. So yeah, so you have, as far as the Firekeepers, I've already got all 3 of the just souls that are just sitting around as items. All 3 of the souls that are as items. You have her. You have the lady back at the very start of the game when you first, the first main bonfire you come to. The mute girl there is a firekeeper. And incidentally, if she dies, then that primary hub bonfire goes away. So, yeah. There's other firekeepers that sometimes I'm willing to kill while I'm playing, but I usually don't kill the mute girl just because it's just, well, you can't actually kill her. There's a storyline sequence is the only way that she can die, and it has to be done pretty early on. Alright. Yeah, so, and if that storyline sequence happens, then it sets off a whole chain of events, and you don't even get the Firekeeper Soul right then you have to chase down basically the guy that murders her and go after him much later in the game, and then you can get the Firekeeper Soul, but that whole time you lose that main hub bonfire. It's just really not worth it. Alright, well, time to get out of this wretched place. Well, it was worth going through and healing my curse and everything for that. Being able to kill Qualaag so early. Incidentally, if you use her soul, Qualaag's soul, to make a weapon, to make that curved sword or whatever, it's a super good weapon. Now, you won't be able to make that weapon until you get to, like, the end of Anor Londo, which, yeah, is a little ways off and really a pain to get there. And by the time you get there, the weapon's not really the best anymore, you know? But it's still a really good weapon. You know, you might be able to make it, the other blacksmith might be able to make it. I do remember getting it for a low-level build at one point. You definitely don't have to beat Ornstein and Smoke to get it. But you have to get basically 2 Ornstein and Smoke, which is getting past a lot of annoying stuff in Anor Londo. Like the knights that shoot javelins at you from. And there's a narrow bridge that you walk on. It's notoriously probably the most trolly part of the game. But anyway, time to get out of this hellhole, finally. At least this was a very successful run through it, all in all, even if I did waste a lot of time trying to cure a curse. was able to get a lot of really good items, and I've got a lot of Titanite and stuff for powering up weapons and stuff like that now. See, this mosquito is stuck like under the platform, which is why it's so low. It looks like it's not, but it is. Yep. Blight Town is one place that when you finally get out of it, it's just like, man, I am not gonna miss this place. This is just nasty. Ignore these guys. Alright. We did it, boys. We defeated Blight Town. Don't remember if those golems will chase you out of the cave or not, but I'm not gonna risk it. I don't think they will. Anyway, well, I am back. How did I not get this? Soul of a nameless soldier, though. Pretty worthless. It's gonna be so good to see the light of day again. Especially after being stuck down in the deep depths for a week. Like the depths below the depths below the depths. And then the secret below even that. Ah, it happened. It happened. Is he here? No! So, remember what I said about a certain storyline sequence causing her to die? It happened. Probably because I sequence broke by killing the Qualaag. Crap. She is dead. She died. So, you get her gear, which is pretty worthless, and you get a black eye orb. Which is something you just hold on to until you get to a certain point, toward the end of Anor Londo again, and then you will fight with the person who attacked her. That pisses me off, though, because now I can't get the Ring of Favor and Protection until then, either. Crud. And I can't sleep at this bonfire. Isn't this just the pits? Firekeeper is absent. Cannot light bonfire. Sad.
Why, what a surprise. Oh, somebody rang the bell. You never give up, do you? Only one more now. If you have the heart for it.
What bonfire am I even going to go from, man? To go where I want to go. Well, first of all, let's go down and see the blacksmith. Well, I have all these large Titanite shards. I don't have any regular ones. I have a red Titanite chunk and one green Titanite shard. It's really not working out for me. But I have enough Twinkling Titanite to fully max out an item, so... But I don't think I have anything that takes Twinkling. I think this shield does, but I'm not leveling up a shield. Oof. Well, let's go over here. Back in this cathedral place. Wait. Why is the bell ringing? That's really weird.
Well, you need anything?
Yeah, a stray sword uses Twinkling, but it's Could go over there.
I'll be seeing you there.
I might even be able to take out Havel. Or I could kill the Hydra, which would allow me to go to Dark Route through the back gate. Although I don't think I want to go over there because I'll probably get slaughtered. Yeah, just keep your distance from this guy and you'll be fine. Probably could kill him if I wanted to. Probably be a pain though. Yeah, let's go back down here. There's a couple other places that you can go early on. I mean, really, really early. In fact, I should try to kill that halberd knight, too. I might, if I'm lucky, even get his item, his halberd. If I got a black knight weapon, I could definitely level that up with the Twinkling Titanite. Those are some strong weapons. So this is the way I first came up into this area for the sequence breaking and stuff. Where is it? There it is. Woohoo! He hits hard. Oh my. Oh, I couldn't get the backstab on him. There we go. Oh. Oh, he has the pike. He's not even the halberd one. So he can attack while blocking. Oh gosh. If you backstab him at the right place, you can even kick him off the edge, but... See how my fast roll really helps, though. If I had a shield, I could actually try to parry him. There we go. Nope, just blue chite, not chunk. Now here's where I came in through the Valley of the Drakes. Which, if you feel cocky, you can definitely take this Drake out at a pretty low level if you're careful. Now, you have to go up and down the ladder and stuff, so it's not that efficient, but you can take one of those lightning drakes out. And if you can take it out, you can get quite a bit of souls. I think it's like at least 1,500 souls. I've definitely farmed that guy before. And you can fight that one just by itself. Need hint. Okie dokie. So over here, you'll see some crystal golems. And this is where the Hydra is. The first Hydra. I didn't go over here initially. This Hydra is much more of a pushover than the other one, and if you know what to do, it's pretty easy to beat. You can also get it to take out some of these crystal guys with its attacks. Like that. 200 souls each, that's not bad. You can also kill them pretty easily. You just gotta watch out for the Hydra's shots. It shoots from so far away and... Probably shouldn't have got this close. There's the regular knife set. Oof. Yeah, it will start attacking in melee range. This one will. But really, this one just stays in one spot, which is why it's a lot easier than that other one. The one down at the bottom of the forest is just mean as all get out. But if you keep going up around here, you get to where Havel is, and this is actually the back entrance to the starting area as well. The first boss, whatever it's called, the Taurus demon is over there. Is up at the top of this tower here. But, someone that's way, way scarier than the Taurus demon is at the bottom of the tower, so... Definitely got to watch out for him. Havel does not play around. But he also has the strongest armor in the entire game. And if you can manage to defeat him, which can be done even at low levels because you can like get him to take fall damage and stuff, you get his ring, which is one of the best rings in the game. It massively increases your equipment load, which honestly is another thing that I probably should have got. These guys are really resistant to physical attacks, but if you take magic at them or something, like, they die super fast. Magic or pyromancy or whatever. And they're pretty slow, so, and they don't hit that hard or anything. They're pretty low level enemies. These versions are. There's much harder versions later. But you're definitely going to be prepared to deal with them by the time you get to them. That's way later. That's like end game. So here, normally this door is locked. This is another master key door. And if you notice, there's someone waiting right on the other side. As soon as you walk through here, Havel is right there. He's basically blocking the door from the other side, normally. But if you've got the master key, you can totally just walk right in here. Hello! But yeah, he is wearing the heaviest, strongest, toughest armor in the game. One of the biggest, most devastating weapons in the game, the Dragon Tooth. And he has a shield too. And I think just the shield weighs like 20 pounds. It's really, really ridiculous. And Havel is one-handing this giant Dragon Tooth. You can die really, really easily trying to fight him. Normally he'll actually come out after you. I don't know why he's not. Maybe he's getting stuck in the doorway or something. But what you can do is like walk up here. And now I'm in the Undead Burg, which is like the starting area. And he takes damage when he falls like that. And he'll chase after you, and you can just kind of kite him around doing this. But like if you hit him, it does like next to nothing. The fall damage just way more damage to him. This is definitely by far the easiest way to beat him. Oh crap. Woo! Oh my gosh. Oh, you didn't take the bait again. Good grief. If you get hit by that, it's so hard. He might just one-shot me, I don't even know. He's like a really, really high level enemy. Okay, he took the fall damage that time. I don't even know what his health is at. Okay, he's at less than half health already. He's definitely an enemy that you can cheese. You can beat him in a head-to-head confrontation. I mean, you can do basically anything as a minimum level character, but I don't recommend it. You do so little damage to him, his armor is so ridiculous. And he does ridiculous amounts of damage. Just ridiculous. With that weapon. He is a little slow, but not as slow as he looks like he should be. He is fully equipped to wear what he's got. Unlike you when you get it. Alright, it should only be hopefully another time or two here. If I'm guesstimating correctly. Woo! Let's not get hit. Ah, crud. You didn't fall for it. Oh my god. That is so scary. Cheese! Yeah, and that is what I should have had. So now that I have this, which I'm going to have to unequip the wolf wing ring, which boosts poise, which is nice, but with Havel's ring, I can equip all kinds of stuff. Now, you don't get Havel's armor here. You won't get his armor until later. Not too much later, about the middle of the game-ish. But I should definitely be able to boost up my armor now, because, like, see my equip load boosted up to 90? So, yeah. This is definitely what I should have done. This is what I forgot to do earlier. That would have helped me a whole lot. In fact, I wouldn't have even had to boost my equip load as much as I have. Like, this ring is what allows you to do a whole lot of stuff early. Especially if you can also get, like, you can get this ring and also the ring of protection and favor, which boosts your equip load even more, and also, like, really, it also boosts your HP and stamina a lot, which is, I'm really sad that I can't get that now, but you can get that fairly early. Basically, you have to kill the gargoyles, but after that, you can get it. Yeah. Man, I'm still not at my max now. Now I can equip up to 22.5 pounds. Now, one thing to consider, how much, see, this doesn't give any poise, this doesn't give any poise, this doesn't give any poise, this doesn't give any poise. That is one of the drawbacks of wearing really light armor, is you don't get any poise. Poise allows you to power through hits, so you can get hit and keep moving and keep attacking and stuff. Poise is really important. And having at least a little bit of it really helps. There's the math that goes into the poise is kind of complicated, but having around like 40 or something at least helps a whole lot. Now, what I might could do is unequip the Chloranthy ring and put the wolf ring on instead, because the wolf ring gives you poise. I think it gives like 40 poise. Yeah, 40 poise just from that ring. Having 0 poise is really bad, because that means even the weakest enemies in the game, can stagger you with any hit. But this doesn't give any poise either. Ah, yeah, the Elite Knight Gauntlets do. But see, they also are really heavy. But I can have up to 22.5. I'm already close to that, just with these. Although I think these are the best. Well, these Tattered Cloth Manchetta is pretty good. Really solid fire resist, at least. Manchette. Derp-a-derp. Yeah, the tattered cloth set is pretty solid too. But also doesn't give any poise. I don't know how I missed both of those sets. This dingy robe is actually better than I remember. The dingy robe is what the Firekeeper was wearing. The mute one that got assassinated. Elite Night Helm does give 8 poise. So if I have this... Oh, that's exactly 22.5. Let me see. Alright. We got this. You know what? Actually, what I could do instead of that... Let me try this. So, one thing that you can do, it's kind of cheesy, but it works. You can take some other shield that has 100% physical reduction. I mean, really, this Grass Crest shield is not bad. And it does 95. But you can wear one of these. You can wear a different shield, and then you can also equip the Grass Crest shield. And even though you're not actually using it, I think you still get the buff from it. Or maybe not. No, you have to actually have it equipped. If it's on your back, it'll boost you. You see the green arrows go away when I switch to it, so yeah, that won't work. But let me see here. If I got a bow or something though, then that would be something else. But I don't really need it. I don't think I'm gonna play for it. So let's just do this. This is basically perfect. Yeah. If you go up to the top of this tower here, that is where you fight the Tauros Demon, which is normally the very, very first boss that you fight after the tutorial. Oh, this is the door that uses the master key. Okay. You can get revenge on the guy that rolls the barrel down on you when you first come down here. So this is like the end of the first area. And in one of these barrels is a crystal lizard. Or no, I guess it's on the next floor. Yeah. There's the Tauros Demon. More Twinkling Titanite. It's a lizard. Which I probably could go and waste the Taurus Demon right now. I might as well. I'm here. Especially if I use the trick. Basically, the only reason I'm even going up here to fight him is because I can, and to get some souls. So you want to kill those archers first, for sure. And he's up on top of the other pillar. He'll jump down and probably scare the bejesus out of you the first time you play the game. But then you can run back, especially if you've killed the archers, and climb up this tower. He will move really fast. But you can come up here and then you can do a plunging attack on him. Preferably... holy crap, that was most of his health. I mean, you could even potentially do it again, but there's definitely no reason for me to. Look at how much damage I'm doing to him. Holy crap. Get fricked, Taurus Demon. Jesus. I forget how strong a powered-up weapon is at the very beginning of the game. Jeez. What was that, like 4 swings after the plunging attack? And that wasn't even using the lightning. If you use the lightning powder or whatever it is, you can do even more damage to him. I might have actually, if I had the lightning powder on this weapon, I might have been able to just one-shot him with the plunging attack. That would have been funny. There's Solaire again. And this is the point at which the dragon would normally come down. Kind of curious if the dragon will come down. Yep. He's here! Ow. Ow. Well, good thing I went through there originally and unlocked the area. Holy crap, that hurt. Even with the fire resistance this armor has, it still almost one-shot me. Or it got really close to it. Yeah, and you definitely do not want to actually try to fight this dragon until you've got, like, end game gear. This is a super, super strong enemy. He's actually one of the strongest bosses in the game, I think. You can see him from over here, too. This is where I fought the Taurus Demon. So, I'm just gonna go back around the other way. This guy's just hanging out. So, now I can just run back down to the bottom of this tower. Down here is where Havel was at. Yeah, there's a number of ways to cheese kill Havel. You can poison him, you can backstab him, like, although I think backstabbing is kind of hard, and you still have to be able to have a decent weapon. And if you do want to try fighting and killing the Hydra, I'm definitely not going to do it because it's kind of a pain in the butt, but if you do fight and kill the Hydra, then you can gain access to the Darkroot Basin, which is below the Darkroot Forest. It's like the harder forest area with harder tree enemies and golems and stuff. I don't think there's any golems down there. The main thing about the Darkroot Basin, though, is that there's a bunch of NPC enemies that are kind of like players, and they're really strong. But you can farm a whole lot of souls off of them. And there are cliff edges where you can like kick them off the cliff and stuff if you're feeling cheeky, or you're too low level to be able to actually fight them. And they give like a ton of souls apiece. They give like 1,500 souls or something. Really, though, the most optimal way to farm them is still to use the... At the end of this walkway where I went originally, there's like a glowing door. There is a key that the blacksmith sells that unlocks it, but you have to pay 20,000 souls just for the key. But it's really worth it if you want to try to farm some souls, because there's pretty much no better place at the beginning of the game. And you can farm souls really fast. You can make up the 20k souls that you spent on it quite quickly. I better not get hit here. I probably should have healed. I doubt I'll get hit, though. As long as you keep a distance from this guy, you're pretty safe. Alright, so what I need is to make this weapon +5. I really don't have the items for it, though. That's the problem. I have large Titanite shard, Titanite chunks. I only have one green Titanite shard. I was gonna try to fire enchant this weapon, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I wonder if I should do that instead. Probably be good to show that you can do it. Let me see here. Does he sell one? He does not sell a bow. Does sell arrows, but... You know what? I probably should repair my gear. Usually repairing rarely becomes an issue in this game. Wait, you can't ascend anything? I don't even have the large ember. That's right. Because the large ember is at the very start of the depths. All I need is 3 Titanite shards. I should at least put this to +5. Honestly, I don't even need to level it up. Let me see how many I need real quick. I should go ahead and try to do this because it's pretty cool. It's a pretty nasty weapon, even if I can get the basic weapon of it. Yeah, all I need is that one green Titanite shard, and I can make it a fire weapon. And it will be way more powerful. It's going to be like close to double. So I think that I should do that. But the difficult part is actually getting to the blacksmith that does the fire enchanting, which is another thing I wanted to show, and that's one last area basically that I can explore around in some. Oh yeah. It's definitely a pain to get to where he is, because he's down in the crypt, like in the middle of it. But getting to him is one thing that like I never even knew when I first played the game. And it's really awesome. It's a shortcut. It's just a ton of really good things.
Are we seeing?
Yeah, definitely don't have the faith to wield this. If you're going for a faith build, though, a Stora's Straight Sword is a great start. And this is one of the first items that you can get. Sec here. A little more light. Started so late again. I'll always end up having people at work things call me on Thursdays lately. It's always Thursdays. Buy 3 of these, reinforce this to a Claymore +5, and then it is ready to ascend. So
Don't get yourself killed. Neither of us.
double check here. You might not even need any souls when you ascend a weapon. sec. Yeah, yeah, this is so worth it. This is so worth it. Even if it has to stay at a fire plus 0 for a little while. Yeah. I'm remembering why I went through all of this now. Okay. Which, incidentally, I could probably just run up there and kill the... Am I not wearing boots? Oh, right! When you have this dress on, you're just barefoot. Always. Let's go. Okay, so... Man, this is going to be a lot more of a pain without having that main bonfire. Ugh, that main hub bonfire is so useful. Oh, you know what? There's also another secret here. I'll show it briefly. You can walk off of here and go around. Kind of hard to get to, but you can run over here, run and jump to there, and then you climb up and around, and you can get this item here. This item is the key that allows you to backtrack to the area that you first started in. It allows you to unlock more stuff there, and then you can also, from here, then climb around and get up to the crow. And you lay down like a ball in the crow's nest, and then it will, it'll pick you up and take you back to the starting area. Let's see how prepared I am to fight some of these skeletons here. He is sleeping. Alright. Of course, killing these skeletons is kind of pointless because they will just come right back to life. Or not. I guess if you kill them this high, then they won't. But there is a trick to these skeletons. Oh, I guess the ones up here are too far away from any of the... Did I really miss an item the whole time? Oh, this is just the binoculars, that's right. I decided to not bother going over here. Now, the giant skeleton you definitely don't want to mess with. Guess I missed that shield too. Not that it's really useful for me. Yeah. Having the Havel's ring going in here is going to make this so much easier. I'm going to be able to move around so well and have good armor. Alright, so this is another area. You don't go in here I mean, you can dabble, but expect to die if you go down here. Just expect that you're gonna die. And you gotta do a lot of running away. So what you gotta do is you gotta run over in here. You wanna kill this guy ASAP. Anytime you see one of these things, kill it. Because they are the reason that the skeletons infinitely respawn. You know what? I really gotta save this bonfire here. So now that he's gone, then I can... can't rest at the bonfire, but I can kill the skeletons. Yay for having poise. Alright, now I can light the bomb. I really need this since I'm not. And yeah, those bugs move, just don't think about it. Oh crap, I didn't pull the thing. That's the other thing that you really need to do that there. Oh crap! I just got riposted by a skeleton. Jesus. Yeah, 'cause there's something else that's important in this room. You gotta click on this. Alrighty, so... Wait, you know what? Nah. I'm not. I don't have that many souls yet. Just telling my girlfriend goodnight. Alright, so now this door's open. Now that I did the thing that I needed to do. Yeah, anytime if you see something shooting fire at you, then it's probably one of those necromancers. This one is right here, and he tries to run from you, but you can get a backstab on him. He will try to run away from you, and then make you deal with the skeletons, and it can be a really big pain. See if I can remember which way to go here. This is where it really starts, like the maze and just trying to figure out where to go, what to do. The important thing is once you kill those necromancers, they're kind of like the toxic dart shooter things. Once you kill a necromancer, it's gone for good. It never comes back. So that way you know that you can always go back and kill these skeletons and stuff. There's so many. I did not go the right way. Oh my goodness, let's not die here. Ugh. But this is why it's good to have good armor. Oh crap, I'm in a dead end. Oh, okay. I'm alright. I'm alright. Oh my gosh. Ah! Okay. Go. That is not the way. This is not the way. Can't do anything there. Please don't get me stuck. Come on, come on, come on. I'm almost bleeding too. This is not good! I'm so dead. I just really got trapped and surrounded there. This is why, like, this area really sucks. Probably not as bad as Blighttown, but it comes close. Especially because you're going to have to run back and forth through these different areas so many times in order to open up all the shortcuts and stuff that you need to actually get down to the bottom. But there are other shortcuts and stuff that are secret, but golly. Oh yeah, here it is. Here it is. This is where I can go. Ah! Those random floating skull things will explode when they get within a certain distance from you. Okay, this is what I need. What is this? It's just a soul. I don't know why I went to it. Oof. Ah! There's another necromancer here. Okay, this is the place to be. This is the place. Now let's see if, wait, is it the place? I think I went the wrong way. It's not good. I'm so dead. Going the wrong way even once can just be so brutal in this area. Well, I'm making pretty good progress. I unlocked that shortcut now. And And I think I can even just drop straight down to there if I do it at the right spot. No, I can't drop down to that one. Oh my god, what the crap? Get off of me. It's so easy to just get cornered by these guys. They might be weak individually, but don't underestimate them, because they can definitely mess you up when they get in groups and stuff like they do, especially if they trap you so you can't get away. I'm so glad I've got my full movement speed. I would definitely not want to do any of this area if you don't have like really fast speed and stuff, because you do not want to have to stop to fight every single one of these things. It's a never-ending onslaught. So now I can run straight over here. And around. Here's where my bloodstain is. I had a lot of souls. Yeah, so this is where I want to go. Let's see if I can do this now. Oh gosh, get out of my way! You piece of crap! I'll go ahead and kill this guy if I can. Oh god. I am almost bleeding. I gotta get out of here. It is right here. Okay. Whew. Just gonna go for it. See ya. Yeah, I'm not fighting you on this tiny little thing. Alright. So, the key here, when you fall off there, you just want to walk off. Don't roll when you hit the bottom. Just walk off. Normal full speed. Don't run or anything. And then when you go down here, just keep falling, basically. And then when you fall down here is when it activates a cutscene. This is not a boss or an enemy. He is a blacksmith. And he forges some awesome stuff. It's quite common. It's quite common for people to go play through the entire game and never meet this guy, but he is the only one that will do fire enchantments. Get out of here.
Introduce me.
Fire Claymore. So, this goes from 154 to 133, plus 133 fire. When you upgrade to fire, you can no longer use your stats to boost your damage. However, you get a massive, massive power up regardless of stats. So, here goes. I now have a fire claymore. And I got another random green Tartanite shard, I guess, on my way down here or something. So I can go ahead and raise this. Actually, I think I got the green Titanite shard from one of those crystal golems. But this will help, because now it's up to 144, 144. It's almost double the total damage of my weapon that it was before. So yeah, this is gonna hit like a truck now. Yeah, it's hard to get to him. You know, this is a good time to buy my toolboxes. Well, I haven't used a single homeward bone yet. Yeah, I definitely should get a weaponsmith box so I can power this up. Although I think any blacksmith can power up the weapon once you have it ascended. It's just only he can ascend it to fire. Yeah, you know what? I don't need this. I don't need more here. I'm good. So this is the shortcut that he opens, and this leads straight down to the bottom under the crypts and leads to the boss, which will not only give you, yeah, ultimately this boss gives you the ability to, when you defeat it, it allows you, that's what allows you to, what is it called? You boost up bonfires to the higher levels. But when you walk out here, be careful, because this is where all like these stupid skeleton guys are, and they're really annoying, and they can just kill you if you're not careful. As can the random skulls and all kinds of stuff. Oh, this is not where I want to go. I am out of... Ah! The Black Knight is here! No! 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 The Black Knight came after me too. Oh my god. Should I even go for it again? Yeah, why not? I mean, it's fairly straightforward once you know what to do. So, and now I think I should have an even better path to doing it. No, that's right, I didn't do this thing. Here. I'll give it a shot. If I die doing this, I'll lose my souls that were down there anyway, so I'll just move along. Alrighty. Yeah, and if you just make a beeline for this place, and then just fall straight down, fall straight down. What in the world was that? That was my weapon, because it's a fire weapon now. Haha! Yeah, I can just one-shot these things now. Let's go. Wow. Yeah, I was not going the right way at all. This, I think, is the right way. No, it's not. I just aggroed the Black Knight again, didn't I? Crap. It's gotta be this way. Whew. Yeah, you just gotta move sideways with these pinwheel things. You can so easily die against them, though. Like, they'll hit you so many times. My poise is really making a big difference right now. Okay, so here, you're safe. And I've got 9,000 souls almost. Imminent sorrow? You mean you didn't beat this guy? This boss is actually pretty easy. I don't know why they expect you to be scared at seeing skeletons after everything that you've been through. Also, you have a chance of dropping one of the masks that he has. And one of them in particular is really good, because it gives you even more stat. Better focus on the fight here, because I don't have much Estus left. That is it. So if you kill the clones, they disappear in one hit. You'll know you're hitting the right one, because the health bar will actually go down, and you won't disappear when you hit it. You see how much damage I'm doing to him. But he will do a lot of clones, so be careful. But usually your best bet is just to bum rush him and just kill him as fast as possible once you find the right one. Alright, so now I have the Rite of Kindling. And I got the Mask of the Mother, which is not a good one. Not the best one, at least. What does this one do? It just slightly raises your max HP. So, the good one is the Mask of the Child, and that one gives you boosted stamina regen. And it stacks with this shield, and it stacks with the ring, too. So, it's pretty awesome. And that is Pinwheel. And from here, weakness attacking? Honestly, yeah. Yeah, that is the key right there. Just attack him and kill him. So from here, oh crap. Let's not lose what little health I have left. I'm just gonna show what's over here. So, if you thought the crypt was bad, it's got nothing on what's next. And I'm not really gonna go down here, but yeah. In fact, I'm kind of backtracking right now. Basically, I'm gonna homework going back, so I don't have to climb back up there. Yeah, this place is the Tomb of the Giants. It is this dark everywhere. You can't hardly see a thing. You have to pull out a special item or something. In fact, let me see if I have the... I think he drops the lantern that you need. No? Don't have a lantern. There's a lantern item somewhere that you can wield as a weapon in your offhand slot or something. Yeah, I really don't want to die in here. This place is really gnarly, and there will be giant... This is where the giant skeletons are. This is the Tomb of the Giants. This place does not mess around. So I'm going to go ahead and go back. Even if I got to a bonfire, all that would basically mean is then I would have to climb all the way back up through the crypt. So yeah, I'm not going to do that. But yeah. So now, I've got the Rite of Kindling. I can boost any bonfire I want up to plus 20. And I've got my sword upgraded. Got that boss killed. Got a bunch of souls for it. I didn't get another green shard, did I? Yeah, so this is, at this point, I'm in a really, really good spot. And I've still only fought one boss. Well, two now. Pinwheel was the second boss that I fought. And then I can go, basically from here, I can go kill the Gargoyles and ring the first bell, or my second bell. And then basically from there, I can go into Sen's Fortress, go up to the main city, and Orlando. And once you have this set up, you can just basically boost, you know, once you have a fire weapon or something like this, like boosting your stats anymore isn't going to help you anyway. So just boost up your vitality, maybe a little more endurance, work on some heavier armor or something, and you can go just basically a full vitality and endurance build from here, which is probably the easiest way to beat the game the first time you play. Usually the goal is going to be getting your stats to a certain point where you can equip, and you can equip the items and you can use the spells that you need to use, and then from there you're good. Just, you know, boost up your health and stuff. You usually, I mean, you can, if you really want to go for high damage build, you can definitely focus on a primary damage stat in addition to vitality and stuff. But that's definitely a lot riskier. Usually you're doing like a dodging build or something. You know, it's your first time playing. This is a pretty solid way to do it. And with the getup that I have, I can kill things quite fast. Yeah, you gotta also be careful when you're fighting those skeletons because they can all inflict bleed on you. And once your bleed kicks in, you'll lose like half your health or something. Usually it just means you die. When the bleed meter goes all the way across, usually it just means you die. Yeah. So I've basically done all of the important things you can do before ringing the bells. Except for go back to the starting area. You can definitely go back to the starting area and do stuff. It's definitely pretty hard though. Those enemies are pretty tough when you go back to the starting area. Via the crow or whatever. But yeah, at this point, you want to just work toward progressing the storyline, get into Orlando, and basically, when you get to Orlando and you defeat Ornstein and Smo, which is probably the biggest wall of the game, when you can beat Ornstein and Smo, basically that unlocks the whole rest of the game. And it unlocks the ability to, yeah, I need to make sure and go rest at this bonfire, because otherwise I'm going to respawn in the crypt if I die, and I kind of don't want to. But, But yeah, when you defeat Ornstein and Smo and Anor Londo, that unlocks the rest of the game. It unlocks the ability to teleport between bonfires. You can basically go and do whatever you want from there, get whatever other secrets you missed, go into all of the more hardcore areas like the Tomb of the Giants, the Mage's Sanctum, or Sanctuary, whatever it's called, and, oh, the other thing that I haven't done is get the key from the blacksmith to go into the Darkroot Basin or whatever, where you can farm those enemies and stuff, but that, I would have to have 20,000 souls for that. I don't feel like messing with that on a quick run like this. Well, the run has not really been that quick at this point, but... might as well level up one more time. And then go beat the Gargoyles, and I'll probably be done. Go ahead and probably beat the Gargoyles tonight, and then I'll be done. Because at that point, then I can go into Sen's Fortress, and it becomes more linear from there, at least until you finish Anor Londo, and then basically it's just which final area do you want to go in, or which endgame area do you want to go into first? Do you want to go down into the depths of the Demon Ruins and go down to the very bottom of the corruption of lava? Do you want to go down and below the crypt into the Giant's Tomb and find the king of all necromancers? Do you want to go toward the heart of magic? And that area is probably the hardest in my opinion. The library area with the Mage's Sanctum and whatever it's called. But and that's where Seath the Scaleless, the dragon, is, and you end up going into a whole area with like crystals and stuff. It's so cool. What's the fourth area? You have the Giant's Tomb. You have the Mage's Sanctum with Seath the Scaleless. You have the Demon Ruins down with all the lava and stuff like that. And then the other final area... where is it? I'm trying to remember. Completely losing track. It's late, I'm getting pretty tired. I could demonstrate this real quick. So, use twin humanities, and I'll use one humanity. Because you have to become human as well. So, reverse hollowing. So I become human. And then you can kindle. And now that I beat Pinwheel, I can kindle 2 more times. So I go to 10 Estus Flasks. $15 Estus Flasks. And 20 Estus Flasks. And this is so sick. Having 20 is just like, you're not ever gonna run out. Oh, of course. So you've got the Mage's Sanctum up beyond Anor Londo, up in the heights of the city. Down at the bottom below Blighttown, you have the Demon Ruins that lead down into fiery lava area and the ultimate flame corruption. Then you have the trying to pay attention in case I run into an enemy that might kill me. I bet I can kill the gargoyles pretty quick with this build. Oh, come on. Huh. I can just chug Estus Flask as much as I want. Yeah, so the Mage's Sanctum leading down to the crystal area with the dragon, the demon ruins with all the fire and lava, the giant's tomb with all the giant skeletons, utter darkness, and the king of all necromancers. And then the other area is the place right by where you start the game, right below where you start the game, with all the ghosts. That's the fourth area, the ruins of Old Londo, where you will encounter the ultimate corruption. And there's a few things you have to do before you can fight that boss, basically, and the enemies are also like really, really strong. So that's also a really, really annoying area. It's super, super annoying. I usually wait until the end of the game to mess with that area. Oh yeah, there's this mage here that I probably should actually kill. I'm gonna get memed by these tiny little things at this rate. This mage here buffs them up so they're a lot stronger. Why not just drink too? Yeah, so this is an enemy from the Mage's Sanctum, which is why it's so strong at this point in the game. I think once you kill him once, though, he goes away. He doesn't respawn. This one doesn't. I think. Get wrecked. I'm gonna kill the gargoyles so fast. Now that I have this fire sword, good grief. Imminent liar, so freaking true. So over here is a cell, but it's empty. Yeah, imminent stabbing in the back. So normally when you play the game, there's a guy in this cell here. He seems fairly decent or whatever, and like he gives you an item to let him out or whatever. If you keep talking to him, he has like a really creepy laugh, and you might get the hint that like something's not right here. But if you normally, like, you know, he'll be there if you let him out or whatever. He will appear back at the main area, at the main bonfire, and he will be there. You can talk to him and stuff. But then after you kill the gargoyle boss, he will be gone. And the Firekeeper will be dead. He is the one that kills the Firekeeper at the very first bonfire where you start the game. So that is the storyline thing that happens, and that's why he's not there now, because he's already killed the Firekeeper and moved on to Anor Londo, and then you have to use the, where is it, this black eye orb. It will automatically pop up when you're ready to use it when you're in the right area. But, basically this item will pop up and allow you to fight him and defeat him, but you have to fight not only him, you have to fight 2 of his henchmen as well. And it's a pretty tough fight, but if you beat him, then you get the Firekeeper soul back from the starting bonfire, and you get some pretty cool stuff. In addition, he is the one that has the Ring of Favor and Protection, which is basically the unquestionably best ring in the game. But once you equip it, you can't take it off or it breaks. But he's the one that has that ring as well. So, like, he's a very important figure in the game. But if you do things in the right order, and you let him out of the cage and let him back to the bonfire area, you can fight him there, just him by himself. And if you beat him, then you can go ahead and get his ring and skip the whole cutscene, the whole storyline thing of him killing the Firekeeper. So you can kill him before he kills the Firekeeper if you let him out and then go back to the main bonfire, and then you can fight him there. Better yet, you don't even have to fight him. There's a trick where you can basically just kick him off the ledge right over at the very start of the game. You just kick him off. He won't fight you if you start kicking him. You can just kick him straight off the ledge and he just dies. Reload your game and the items will be there on the ground. You can just pick them up. It's really, really great. Solar! I definitely don't need your help here. Praise the sun, though. I don't need all these cutscenes. Oh man, that didn't do hardly any damage. Good grief! And like every hit is staggering him. Okay, that's one gargoyle dead already. I might have been just a little bit over leveled for that. Just a little bit. A little bit. Okay. Well, that is the beginning of the game. Complete. Go up here, ring the bell, and you're done. No, you're not done. That's when the game begins. If you thought stuff was mean before, Sen's Fortress really starts taking things up a notch. You haven't even encountered a mimic yet until you get to Sen's Fortress. There's not one in the entire game until you get to Sen's Fortress. Oh my gosh, this game is so mean. You almost feel sorry for those guys, right, Danny? Yeah, like, seriously. Like, I killed the first one in, what, like, 6 hits? And the second one died in, like, 3 hits? And I think they're resistant to fire, too. I'm using a fire weapon, though. Of course, normally you would fight the gargoyles way before you take on Qualaag. And you know what? I was gonna just like use a homeward bone back, but after you ring the bell here, there is an NPC that appears in this area here that is fairly useful. Especially considering how much time that I wasted before. Because he can cure you of your sins, but he also sells this. Yeah. This is why you don't go down into the deep hollow, into the great hollow before you beat the gargoyles. Or before you beat the Capra demon or something. Like... yeah. Lucy, quit. You don't need to go outside. It's late. We need to go to bed. Don't look at me like that. You know what? I should just go ahead and buy one just in case I end up in that stupid situation. Although I think I'm basically done with this character. Mostly I wanted to show the beginning of the game and everything. Yeah, I mean, and now, I mean, I'm in a position to not only, you know, start Sen's Fortress, but actually, like, own Sen's Fortress. With this sword and the armor and stats that I have, like, you can see how big my HP bar is, too. Like, I'm definitely prepared to take on the rest of the game, and I skipped most of the bosses, just getting the important stuff, the key items that help you. Look how huge this bonfire is. When you boost it up fully, like, it's way taller than you are. Back to 20 Estus flasks. And here's the entrance to Sen's Fortress. So yeah. Had a few detours here, but I ended up basically getting the end result that I wanted, killing Qualaag early, getting all the extra items and stuff, get the gargoyles. So, yeah, dashing through is definitely a good idea. Well, probably should kill the serpents, I think. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. It is much later than I usually like to stream, but I wanted to go ahead and finish this up. Might be perfect for one more level up. Yeah. You know, I'm debating seeing if I can do just one... See if I can do one run at Sen's Fortress. So, I'm gonna see if I can just get up to the top first try. But if I die, I'm just gonna call it a night. But I'll see if I can get up. I'll see if I can get up to the top first try. Just gonna basically run past most of the enemies and stuff. Just get up to the top. Well, that didn't last real dang long. Way too impatient. It's my main problem. Oh, hi. Oh, God. Yep. Yep. Well, at least I used all my souls, so I don't have anything down there to go get. No. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. That was a pretty poor attempt. Rip. I mean, honestly, this area is really mean, man. You see all the pendulums and crap. It's kind of a pain. I know where to go, but it's still a pain. It's a pain in the butt. And the area after it is got some parts that are worse. Mostly pretty straightforward. Take that back. It's not that straightforward. It's kind of a maze. Kind of hard to know where to go. This is kind of where you start getting more into the mid game. I guess early mid. This is early mid. I kind of consider the halfway point of the game when you defeat Ornstein and Smo, and that's when you unlock the. That's when you unlock the teleportability and everything, and you can really just kind of go where you want after that. Anyway, I'm gonna call it a night, kiddos. Let's see, next week. What should I play next week? Haven't decided yet. Might play Dead Cells. Or I could do like... Could also do Volgar the Viking. See how far I can get. I don't have too many more games that I want to show off. Ultimately, all of this that I'm doing is leading up to Icon's open beta, and when that happens... Throwback Thursdays may go away altogether. At that point, I'm probably going to just really focus in on Icons, dance games, and basically that's it. A lot of Icons. I haven't even really been playing dance games lately. I need to get the habit again. I should at least play tomorrow. Yeah. Icons is going to be the kicker. But anyways, have a great night.